Here are two mistakes that leaders tend to make when they're trying to get people to buy into the innovation programs, transformation, or any big idea, breakthrough idea that they're trying to work on that might help the organization become more successful. The first mistake they tend to make is getting people to comply, to engage in the right behaviors, without actually first working with those people to make sure that those people have a positive evaluation of that behavior, that they're engaging in that behavior willingly. And the second mistake is they try and get leaders or their colleagues in key functions to endorse what they're trying to do, so to get support for what they're trying to do. But then they don't get those leaders or those colleagues to make an active contribution to the success of the transformation or innovation that they're working on. So let's look at the first mistake. If you get people to comply with something that they don't really believe in, what you've got is conscripts or prisoners that are doing something out of a sense of obligation or duty, or maybe even pressure or fear that they might lose their job. And these people are not really bought into what you're trying to do. They don't have an emotional connection to what they're doing. They're not willing participants. They're just being dragged along because of fear of reprisal. And so this is not really the transformation that you're trying to do, right? You're really trying to get people to buy in. And to buy in is not just doing something or engaging in a behavior without actually an emotional connection to it. Because people that tend to comply with things they don't really believe in, the moment there's an escape route, a way to get out of doing it, they'll just try and get away from actually doing it. And also those kinds of people then don't do the kind of things you want them to do to the highest level or to the highest standards. And so what you don't want is prisoners or conscripts to your movement. You want people that are bought in. Let's look at the second mistake, which is getting endorsement and support. I think getting endorsement and support is really important, especially in the early stages of a movement. Getting leaders, for example, C-suite executives to endorse that they support an innovation program. I think that's a really, really good thing. It just gives you that initial kick and that initial momentum. But what really matters for buy-in, how we know these leaders are really bought in, is not their endorsement or their support. Is whether or not they're willing to advocate on our behalf, speak on our behalf when something goes wrong, or represent us in different forums and speak about the work that we're doing. Then we know they're bought in. We also know they're bought in when they start to actively contribute to the success of our program, right? Are they putting in financial resources? Are they giving us their teams to work on innovation projects? Is IT creating a sandbox for us to test our innovations? That's when we know that people are actually bought in. So what this means is that, getting buy-in is not just about forcing people to comply, and getting buy-in is not just about getting endorsement. Buy-in is a combination of both things. It is getting people to have a positive evaluation of what we're doing, view it as legitimate, a good thing, the right thing for the organization to do, and at the same time, be willing to actually actively contribute to the work that we're doing by advocating for it in front of others or actively participating and making a contribution to the work that's actually happening. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below, and also share it with other people that are trying to get buy-in for their innovation, transformation, and breakthrough ideas who might find it helpful.